after him. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. It has been a quiet and somewhat forgettable game for this sophomore behind center. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Roberson. Knocked off his feet.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's not with the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Looking to take a shot. He's got it. He's running free down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got
And that's the way you execute our offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, that looked like that was going to be a 4-point swing, guys. He gets the interception. It looks like that's going to be a house call. Nice job by the offense, racing down the field and getting
I'm gonna leave him at 0. Why?
2 points for the other team.
My redemption from last night. I was intoxicated. It don't count. Say we are normal, and I ain't gonna get his beat butt.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And for this sophomore single caller, this one will be filed under learning experience. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds a man on the right. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He's gonna get it. Touchdown.
That's one for the day.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Makes the grab. It's Roberson. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on first and 10 from the 26. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Find some fresh air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Falcons with the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. They just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball is taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him. It's great to take.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's still running after the move. Turning on the jets. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. The Knowles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the air, it's Castellanos. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Buying some time. Got enough space. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. He makes the catch, but the officials right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Push down for the tackle.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
Might be changing the route. From the gun. Under fire. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Roberson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.